Divine judgment and upheaval, the thunder, rumblings, lightning, and earthquake in Revelation 8. In Revelation 8, 2-5, the opening of the seventh seal brings a moment of profound silence, followed by a dramatic celestial event that signals divine judgment and transformation. The passage states, "And I saw the 7 angels who stand before God, and 7 trumpets were given to them. Another angel, who had a golden censer, came and stood at the altar. He was given much incense to offer, with the prayers of all God's people, on the golden altar in front of the throne. The smoke of the incense, together with the prayers of God's people, went up before God from the angel's hand. Then the angel took the censer, filled it with fire from the altar, and hurled it on the earth. And there came peals of thunder, rumblings, flashes of lightning, and an earthquake." Revelation 8, verse 2-5, NIV. This passage describes a pivotal moment in the prophetic timeline, as divine judgment is unleashed upon the world. The censer filled with fire represents both the prayers of the faithful and the fire of divine justice. When the angel casts it to the earth, it results in thunder, rumblings, flashes of lightning, and an earthquake, signaling the transition from anticipation to divine intervention. The angel's censer and the judgment of Christendom. The imagery in this passage aligns with a period of religious and political upheaval that transformed Christendom, particularly the 16th and 17th centuries, when the Reformation and the wars of religion reshaped Europe. This time of crisis saw the breakdown of medieval Christendom, the rise of Protestantism, and the decline of the Catholic Church's influence over European politics. The casting of the censer to the earth suggests that the prayers of the saints, those who sought truth, reform, and justice, were heard, and divine intervention was set into motion. The resulting thunder, lightning, and earthquake reflect the turmoil that followed, shaking the foundations of the old religious and political order. The wars of religion, thunder and lightning of divine judgment. Following the Protestant Reformation, 1517 to 1648, Europe was engulfed in a series of religious wars that can be seen as the thunder and lightning of divine judgment. These conflicts fundamentally altered the structure of Christendom and set the stage for the modern era. 1. The German Peasants' War, 1524 to 1525. Inspired by the Reformation, this early Protestant uprising sought to overthrow feudal oppression. Though it was crushed, it set the tone for future conflicts. Number 2. The French Wars of Religion, 1562 to 1598. A long and bloody struggle between French Catholics and Protestants, Huguenots, resulting in mass executions, massacres, and political turmoil, known as the St. Bartholomew's Day Massacre in 1572, where 30,000 Huguenots were massacred by a Catholic mob. 3. The 80 Years' War, 1568 to 1648. The Dutch revolt against Catholic Spain, leading to the independence of the Protestant Dutch Republic. 4. The 30 Years' War, 1618 to 1648. The most devastating of all religious wars, involving nearly all of Europe and resulting in millions of deaths. The 30 Years' War, the Great Earthquake of Christendom. Among these conflicts, the 30 Years' War, 1618 to 1648, stands out as the earthquake that shook the very foundations of Europe. Initially a war between Catholic and Protestant states within the Holy Roman Empire, it escalated into a broader struggle involving major European powers, leading to widespread destruction and death. It was one of the deadliest conflicts in European history, causing millions of deaths through war, famine, and disease. The war ended with the Peace of Westphalia, 1648, which established the modern nation-state system and weakened the Catholic Church's political power in Europe. It shattered the vision of a unified Christendom under papal authority, leading to religious pluralism and the secularization of politics. This cataclysmic event fits the earthquake described in Revelation 8:5, as it marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new world order. The medieval unity of Christendom was irreversibly broken, making way for the rise of modern European states and new religious freedoms. The trumpets that follow, announcing the new age. The seventh seal and the censer's fire symbolize divine intervention in human history, setting the stage for the trumpets that follow in Revelation. These trumpets bring further judgments, signaling continuous upheavals and transformations that define the post-Reformation world. The Wars of Religion and the 30 Years' War served as the divine reckoning upon Christendom, marking the collapse of medieval religious and political structures. The judgment was not just against one side, but against an entire system that had become corrupt and oppressive. The wars, persecutions, and reforms that followed reshaped Europe, leading to new religious movements, greater freedoms, and the eventual separation of church and state. Conclusion: the shaking of the old world order. Revelation 8:2-5 vividly portrays the transition from the medieval era to the modern age, symbolized by divine judgment in the form of thunder, lightning, and an earthquake. These events correspond to the Protestant Reformation, the Wars of Religion, and the 30 Years' War, which shattered the unity of Christendom and led to the emergence of new religious and political realities. The thunder and lightning represent the spiritual and political conflicts, while the earthquake symbolizes the final collapse of the medieval world order. These events were not random, but were part of a divine plan to bring about transformation and renewal, preparing the way for a new era in Christian history. As history unfolded, the old structures were shaken, and the world entered a period of religious and political change that would continue to shape history for centuries to come. Revelation's prophecy serves as a powerful reminder that God's intervention in history is often marked by great upheaval, yet ultimately leads to the fulfillment of his purpose.